Hades, people will notice your lack of decorum if you don't clap at the end of a performance.
Then they'll also notice how perfunctory your applause is.
The choice of instruments is very conventional. The melody goes nowhere, and the turning point and finale are highly derivative of Master Shervok's Symphony No. 9.
Master Shervok? Oh, that's right. He was the maestro often mentioned by artists.
Typical academic compositions, so outmoded they verge on parody.
You don't pull your punches, I see.
Such mediocre effort, devoid of artistry, simply panders to the masses. And yet, such work has already been named frontrunner by the Society of Music. The prosperity of Amorphes has been built around a fine balance of artistic freedom and regulatory rigidity. But I fear such balance is being slowly eroded. In the dark times, we still produced geniuses like Master Shervok. But today's generation can't hold a candle to the likes of him. It's as though humanity requires adversity in order to advance.
So you say, yet you still oppose the reform. If you are happy with the quality on display at the next ceremony, I expect an apology for your no.
I fail to see what purpose this new irresponsible system would serve, except to make people even lazier. If someone is without talent, isn't it better for them to realize this earlier so they can focus their efforts elsewhere instead of languishing on a dream that will never come true?
Talents are the conduits of artistic expression, but its inspiration stems from here. We've blocked the way for some latecomers, and Amorphes is stagnating as a result.
Don't forget what brought the dark times years ago. All those mediocre artists who believed that the inspiration would favor them.
That is true, but we can learn from that valuable experience and not repeat the mistakes of the past.
I have witnessed too many grand dreams founder, too many best-laid plans fail, and too many systems that style themselves as perfect succumb to the scrutiny of time and degenerate into mere tools for profit-seekers. Amorphes may be relatively conservative at the moment, but I don't consider that a bad thing. Too radical a shift could throw us toward the other extreme, one that could shake the arts to their very foundations.
Nothing is perfect. The more you wish to change the status quo, the more you'll have to accept radical methods and unknown consequences. People these days are obsessed with certificates and scores. We both have seen the results of such obsessions. We have to do something to give others a chance, one way or another.
Sounds like you really are quite confident in them.
I've always been more optimistic than you, but I'm not the one with confidence. They are. You should pay a visit to the Society of Muses one day, Oceanus. Those with the most creativity these days are the ones you would claim are on the wrong path.
If that's true, then why don't you teach some students yourself so that we may admire their talents?
What? So they could see that they'd never surpass me and give up in frustration one by one? Are we really going to repeat what happened before?
You either need to learn your lesson or teach something else.
You know perfectly well it's simply a talent gap. As for other things, it shouldn't be mine to teach.
All I know is that you are not cut out for teaching.
Well, Enlil achieving what he has doesn't necessarily mean you're a good teacher either.
This ceremony takes place once every 5 years. Yet where is Athena? And not only her, where is Hera? Where are the Aether Gazer guests? These youngsters you've supposedly been teaching have clearly learned nothing of manners.
The young have their own concerns. Didn't Enlil go with them? Such a pity.
Enlil is helping me with something. Having said that, he also should have been back by now. Whatever's happened to draw all these people away, I'm sure it's nothing good. Aren't you worried about their safety?
Yes, I am. Wait. Nehroy isn't here either.
And you have no idea where they could be?
We'll find out when Mintha and Luke return.
Hades, it would appear that a lot of people still remember your puppetry skills.
Oh? Do you mean the troupe on stage now? I've heard of them. Sounds interesting. I believe they're outsiders invited especially for the ceremony.
I heard this troupe is famous because half of them are alive and the other half are puppets. But once they start performing, no one can tell which is which. I think the one on the right might be a puppet. Oh, yeah, that one.
The guy in the mask must be the puppet master. Do you think he needs to fine-tune the puppets in real time, since there are so many of them?
I didn't think there would be anyone this skilled with puppets since Lady Hades. I mean, these puppets aren't as exquisite as her works, but this is on a much bigger scale.
The senators are just over there. Keep your voice down.
Now this is interesting, I must say.
Ron's in danger. How did he get caught by so many Visbanes? Quick, before it's too late.
Wait, they're not hurting him. They've just surrounded him.
Are they using Ron as bait?
Even if this is one of Ladin's traps, we can't just leave Ron there. Engage!
It's you guys. Miss Athena, it's really you. I'll accept any punishment you give me. I shouldn't have trusted Ladin. I stole the artwork. I hurt the guards. I went against your orders. Ladin has been lying to me since the beginning. Don't cry, Ron. Oh, Nehroy, that's my fault. There's nothing I can do now.
I've also made mistakes that were hard to undo. But now that you know you're in the wrong, what good is crying about it going to do?
Mrs. Athena.
Your case shall be judged by the Astral Council. Until then, you need to calm yourself and help us defend Omorphes against Ladin.
Remember when you would practice your painting so much you'd forget to eat and sleep? That's the Ron we need right now. Not this crybaby version. If you wish to become a decent artist, you need to know how to conduct yourself with grace. If you can't even do that, then you're not ready for fame and recognition.
Ron, we're all here to help you.
It is strange, though. This was clearly a trap, but Ladin's nowhere to be seen. Not even an ambush or anything.
He abandoned me as soon as he escaped from the mirror. I was chased here by monsters. My plan was to hide here until the monsters left and then go find Miss Athena. But more and more of them just kept on coming. I thought I was doomed.
Admin, don't you feel that? I think the stage is moving.
Rookie, I detect a powerful Bane energy signal approaching.
Is this Ladin's ambush?
Obviously not a welcoming party.
Careful, incoming!
Where did these Fizbanes come from? Did we not spot them before?
There weren't any like these just now. These are all dressed up, almost pretentious. Is this some kind of practical joke?
The landscape has changed too. Isn't that the Stellaris Academy Square? Surrender yourselves to the Knights of Convallaria!
Reprobates, prepare to be cleansed in the sacred flame. Solar blade, incinerate my foes!
I'll put this fast to rest!
Never gonna penetrate my
The
shield!
sound of my string will wash away all filth. Solo time! Listen to this tune.
Lightning! Answer to my will! Solar blade, incinerate my foes! Nice timing! Well, looks like someone needs help. Fly, Phoenix!
The next play is Do It to Flame!
Slash!
Your final movement ends! This is my duty. It's my job to bring you victory.
Lady Hades, Senator Catalan.
You haven't missed too much. The opening dance has just ended. And now the main show is about to begin. How did you do?
I'm sorry, but we couldn't find them. Besides, in the temple we saw...
Oh, really?
Would you like us to continue searching, Lady Hades?
No. You can stay here and enjoy the show, and chat with me. Do you know what those things on stage are?
Luke knows. It's magic. Lady Hades wasn't asking about the show, Luke. Obviously, they're automated puppets. Oh. Like us.
As punishment, you shall perform tonight before dinner, Luke.
Huh? Lady Hades?
There's nothing in this world as special as you two, my darlings.
Perform. Yes, Luke will put on a spectacular show.
And Mintha, I want you to perform with Luke as well.
Did Mintha say something wrong too?
You gave the wrong answer to my question too, Mintha. Are they really just puppets? Take a closer look.
Hades, what's going on?
Fret not, Oceanus. I simply think we should further investigate where these puppets came from. I think you'll find it just as interesting as I do. Are you putting on such a big show just to get these things inside?
Did we win? It was from... I'm sorry. The one thing I could do to help, but I can't even.
It's not your fault, Ron. We all lost our sense of direction in all of this.
It's hard to see clearly in the source layer. There are no landmarks, and the scenery is constantly changing. It would be a miracle not to get lost in a place like this. Yes, the Knights of Convallaria are responsible for security during the ceremony, so I'm very familiar with the square's layout. Why do you ask?
Outside communications are blocked this deep in the source layer, and no one would be able to find us without our exact coordinates. The ceremony is not what's important right now. Hades and Oceanus are there, and they won't let their guard down. We need to focus on our own predicament. We can't just run around the source layer like headless chickens. It's impossible for us to just bump into Ladin somewhere. What was that? More monsters? We really should have left when we had the chance.
It's over for you, villains!
Go! This is Divine Blade. Slash!
Your moves are not fooling me!
Slash! Incinerate my
Fall, villain!
Easy! Slash!
The sound of my string will wash away all filth.
Slash!
Solo time! I'll put this boss to rest.
Here we go. I'm gonna use this power to keep you all safe. Nice timing. Slash! Lightning! Answer to my will! Slash! Well, looks like someone needs help. Fly, Phoenix!
The next players! Do it to flame! Order is not to be stained!
Incinerate my foes!
No need for thanks. This is the duty of the Knights of Convallaria.
Is that woman a modifier? Did she notice me? couldn't be. I didn't give anything away. Come on, Aladdin, what's taking you so long? Well, you've revealed yourself, but you're still strolling around without a care in the world. Oh, why do I always get stuck with such unreliable partners?
Did you find out where the puppets came from?
No. The registered factory was fake, and the supplier didn't recognize any of the serial numbers.
Well, Mintha, Luke, were those puppets on stage?
Luke doesn't think so. Because, Mintha, you say it. Mintha watched the performers carefully, and I compared their movements to those of the 12 puppetry techniques Lady Hades mentioned. The mobility and unison we saw on stage are impossible to achieve with any known puppetry techniques. Therefore, they weren't puppets. If Our Lady can't do it, then no one can. That's what Luke thinks.
Please explain, Hades. If this is related to the security of the ceremony, you shouldn't keep it from me.
Hey, I've only just confirmed things myself. You can't expect me to know everything all at once.
Do you think they went into the Source Layer?
There's no other explanation. They can't have just disappeared in a puff of smoke.
I'm going to look for them.
Slow down. Without their coordinates, it'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack. What's more, we'll have our own troubles to deal with soon. Now, go do as I say.
Yes, my lady.
Oceanus, there hasn't been any trouble at the ceremony for over 100 years. That is going to change today.
If you think it's that serious, then we must decide our moves with utmost caution.
I was not expecting that reaction.
I know when to put my trust in you.
My mistake. After suffering so many of your lessons, I may have a bit of a biased view of you.
I don't mind, and there's no need for you to change your views.
Testing, testing. This is Luke. Okay, Luke. You don't need to test it. We can all hear you. Everyone. We have just received a quake alert from Korg and have no choice but to halt the ceremony for today. All remaining performances will be postponed to a later time. For now, please follow the instructions of the Knights of Convaleria and evacuate the square.
What? A quake? Here?
Impossible. Must be a prank of some kind.
Everyone must leave immediately before the quake hits.
All emergency exits have been opened. Please follow the Knight's instructions and evacuate.
Well, today's definitely one for the history books.
It matters not. History is written by the victors. We just need to ensure it's accurate. We shall get going, Hades. We're the ones who'll have to clean up this mess.
Hey, excuse me. The performers are still up there. Can't you at least let them finish the show first?
Yes. It would be too rude for us to leave halfway through the show.
For your own safety, we must ask you to evacuate immediately. We will also arrange for the performers to exit.
Are we in danger? If so, why are Senator Catalin and Senator Hades still here?
They have other responsibilities.
Look, everyone! The performers are starting back up! They're going to continue!
Now that's dedication to the art. Of course they shouldn't stop until the final curtain calls.
Is this part of the show?
Oh, look! It's an interactive show?
Wait, there's something wrong with these guys!
Watch out! Move back!